Have you ever felt trapped in a relationship with someone who always puts themselves at the center, leaving you feeling exhausted and drained? In this challenging modern life, we often encounter narcissists, individuals who constantly seek to manipulate and control others' minds. These individuals not only cause annoyance, but also deeply harm our soul and self-esteem. But is there a way to deal with them without losing yourself? Fortunately, Stoic philosophy, especially through the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, has passed down valuable lessons on how to protect our spirit and regain inner peace. Stoic philosophy is not merely an ancient theoretical system, but also a source of inspiration that helps us become stronger and calmer in everyday life. From training the mind, maintaining personal values, to intelligently dealing with narcissists, Marcus Aurelius left golden principles that help us overcome the harshest challenges. In this video, we will explore 10 ways to handle narcissists from the perspective of Marcus Aurelius. These methods are not intended to harm, but to help us maintain balance and live true to our values. Join me in this journey of discovering Stoic philosophy, learning how we can use Marcus Aurelius's wisdom to deal with narcissists, and from there, become stronger and more resilient than ever. As usual, I have a small challenge for you. Watch the video to the end if you are truly serious about staying calm in all situations and developing yourself. Leave a comment, "I accept the challenge," or simply accept the challenge to train perseverance. And let's start with the first part of today's video. Number 1. Ignore their boasts and bragging. When dealing with narcissists, boasting is often their primary tool to seek attention and validation from others. But how can we effectively handle this? Marcus Aurelius, a great Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of ignoring meaningless boasts. Boasting is merely an empty echo that adds no real value to our lives. By ignoring it, we not only avoid annoyance, but also maintain our inner peace. Ask yourself, why let meaningless words affect your soul? Jesus also taught us about humility and forgiveness. He once said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." These words encourage us to live a humble life, free from vanity and arrogance. When faced with boasting, remember the humility Jesus taught, so we remain unmoved by worthless things. In reality, we often encounter people who are excessively proud of themselves. They may boast about their job, possessions, or personal achievements, unaware that these things do not define who they are. We can choose to respond by ignoring them, holding firm to our own beliefs and values, and not letting their words diminish our self-worth. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, said, "We are not disturbed by what happens, but by our thoughts about what happens." This attitude helps us understand that real power lies in our hands, in how we choose to react. By ignoring boasts, we practice calmness and emotional mastery, something both Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus advocate. When we ignore boasting, we not only protect our inner peace, but also diminish the power of the narcissist. Remember, true confidence does not come from what others think of us, but from knowing who we are and living true to our values. Learn to ignore boasts and focus on what truly matters so we can live a meaningful and happy life. Have you ever felt dragged into situations you didn't want because you didn't set clear boundaries? In life, setting firm boundaries and sticking to them is crucial for protecting our peace and personal freedom. Number 2, set firm boundaries and stick to them. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of self-control and maintaining personal autonomy in all circumstances. Setting boundaries not only helps protect us from the encroachments of others, but also ensures we remain true to our own values and principles. Ask yourself, can we truly live a meaningful life if we don't know how to protect our autonomy? Take the life of Jesus Christ as an example. He always knew how to set clear boundaries when faced with challenges and temptations. When confronted by those who sought to trap and test him, Jesus never allowed himself to be drawn into pointless arguments. Instead, he responded with wisdom and patience, maintaining his calm and autonomy. In Matthew 4:10, Jesus says, "Away from me, Satan, for it is written, 'Worship the Lord your God and serve him only.'" This is a clear demonstration of setting boundaries and adhering to them. Have you ever wondered why setting boundaries is so important? It not only protects us from manipulation and negative influences, but also helps us maintain self-respect and dignity. Clear boundaries are a powerful declaration of our personal values and rights. We deserve respect and should not allow anyone to cross this line. In everyday life, we often encounter people who try to overstep our boundaries. They might do this through unreasonable demands, excessive expectations, or even emotional abuse. Firmly maintaining our boundaries helps us keep balance and peace in our lives. When we set boundaries and stick to them, we not only protect ourselves, but also help maintain a healthy and respectful environment for everyone around us. Remember, confidence and inner strength do not come from compromising, but from knowing who we are and living true to our values. Learn to set boundaries and be steadfast with them, so we can live a life of freedom, serenity, and meaning. We are curious to know, where are your boundaries and how do you protect them? Your story will be an inspiration and a topic for us to reflect on and learn from. Leave a comment below and join the conversation. Number 3, use reason to criticize. In life, we often face situations that require us to stay calm and use reason to respond effectively. Especially when dealing with narcissists, reacting emotionally can lead to negative consequences. How can we handle them effectively? When we use reason to counter arguments, we not only protect ourselves, but also maintain our calm and composure. Have you ever wondered how to stay calm in difficult situations? Remember, reason is our most powerful tool. It helps us analyze situations, identify illogical arguments, and respond wisely. Jesus also taught us about the power of reason and truth. He said, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." When facing arrogant individuals, using reason to counter their arguments not only helps us stay firm, but also helps us find truth and freedom in our thoughts. Consider an example from everyday life. When a narcissist tries to manipulate you by saying that you are not good enough or not deserving, stop and think, your reason will help you recognize that these words are not based on truth, but are manipulations meant to undermine your value. You can counter by emphasizing your actual achievements and true worth, not letting those irrational statements affect your self-esteem. When we face narcissists, using reason to counter their arguments helps us maintain confidence and sends a message that we are not easily swayed by illogical rhetoric. Always remember, reason and truth are our most powerful weapons. By using them, we become stronger and live a more meaningful and peaceful life, as taught by Marcus Aurelius and Jesus. Number 4. Highlight their insecurities. Subtly. When dealing with narcissists, their arrogance and boasting often hide deep insecurities. How can we help them subtly and effectively recognize this weakness themselves? In this journey, Marcus Aurelius taught us how to act wisely and subtly. So, how do we control the situation without causing conflict? Start by listening and observing. When they boast, gently ask probing questions like, "What made you feel that was important?" Or, "Have you ever doubted that?" These questions not only help them reflect on themselves, but also expose their uncertainties. Jesus also taught us about humility and truth. He said, "The truth will set you free." When faced with arrogance, highlighting their insecurities with the truth helps them recognize and confront themselves. Our goal is not to hurt them, but to help them become more self-aware. Imagine someone constantly boasting about their success. Instead of confronting them directly, you could gently ask, "What motivated you to achieve that success?" Or, "Did you face any difficulties along the way?" These questions prompt them to reflect on their journey, making them realize that behind every success, there are fears and insecurities. We are not affected by what happens, but by how we perceive it. When we help them reflect on themselves, we subtly highlight their insecurities. This is a wise approach that helps us maintain peace and composure. Ultimately, our goal is to help them realize the truth, not to hurt them. By acting with compassion and wisdom, we not only help them, but also become stronger ourselves, living true to the Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus. Always remember, truth and compassion will guide us to a more peaceful and meaningful life. So, do you now know how to deal with those who mask their insecurities with arrogance without causing conflict? If you liked the methods we suggested above, please comment 1, and if not, comment 0, and share your valuable lessons so we can all learn together. Number 5. Show indifference to their manipulations. Indifference here is not apathy, but the ability to remain calm and not get caught up in their mind games. When we understand that real power lies in how we react, we can maintain indifference wisely and powerfully. Ask yourself, how can we maintain peace when being manipulated? When narcissists try to control our emotions and actions, the best response is to keep our soul undisturbed. Jesus also taught us about forgiveness and compassion. He said, "If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek also." This is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of strength and compassion. When faced with manipulation, Showing indifference is a way to demonstrate that we are not affected or controlled by those negative actions. In reality, indifference to manipulation can be illustrated in many situations. Imagine working with a colleague who constantly tries to manipulate and control the team. Instead of reacting with negative emotions, you can stand firm, self-reflect, while you maintain your composure and control. Silence also helps us control our reactions, avoiding negative emotions. environment and inspires those around us. When we live true to our values and act consistently with those values, we truly embody the Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus. Ultimately, our actions are our strongest voice. Let what you do and the results you achieve be the clearest testament to your values and commitment. By mastering our actions, we not only change our own lives, but also positively impact the world around us. Number 10. Stay true to your values, regardless of their influence. When facing narcissistic and boastful people, it becomes more important than ever to uphold your personal values. Imagine being at a party where everyone is trying to show off and boast. Instead of joining in the meaningless competition, remember Jesus' words: "Love your neighbor as yourself." This reminds us that true value lies in sincerity and kindness, not in outward appearances. When we live true to our values, we don't need to boast or prove anything. Our actions and the way we treat others will naturally reflect our values. In the workplace, for example, you may encounter people who try to get ahead at any cost. Instead of getting caught in that cycle, focus on doing your job well and maintaining honesty. When you act based on values like responsibility, honesty, and perseverance, your work will speak for itself. Ask yourself, what truly makes me happy and at peace? When you answer this question and live according to your values, you will find life more meaningful. Being true to yourself not only helps you grow personally, but also creates a positive environment, inspiring those around you. When we stand firm in our values, we not only find true happiness, but also positively impact the world around us. Living true to our values is the path to inner peace and a meaningful life, aligning with both Stoic philosophy and Jesus' teachings. Applying the principles of Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Marcus Aurelius to our lives helps us find inner peace and balance. We also learn how to deal with narcissists effectively and wisely. Jesus taught us about humility, patience, and love. When we show indifference to manipulation, use Stoic silence, and remain true to our values, we genuinely live up to these high ideals. Remember, our actions can speak louder than words. By defeating narcissism with sincere and steadfast actions, we not only uphold our dignity, but also create positive change in the world around us. Ultimately, always remember that life is not a race to prove our worth to others, but a journey to live true to ourselves. True peace and happiness come from knowing who we are and living according to the values we believe in. Let your light shine through your actions so that others can see and praise the true values in you. This is the way to overcome all challenges and live a meaningful life in the true spirit of Stoic philosophy and Jesus' teachings. Let each small decision you make today be a step towards a more meaningful and happier life. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to spread this philosophy to everyone. Stay tuned for more Stoic lessons at the end of this video. Together, we can make the world a better place.